For 91 years, we have been in the same location, carrying on the services for our servicemen and women, to whom every one of us owes a great debt. These wonderful men and women deserve the best that this country can give them. Because of them, I'm sitting here talking to you today, and I thank them for that. Freedom doesn't come cheap.
We need to shell this building out, maintain the facade out in the front, because it's quaint. It's almost like a bed and breakfast. It's inviting. Maintain the antiquity of the hotel for what it stands for, because there is a lot of historic value within and out of the hotel. How do we get it done? We're going to have to reconstruct this thing and refurbish it to the best that we can do to make it cost effective, which is going to take a major infusion of private and public donations. Reconstruction, we're looking at about a $35 million campaign. $15 to $17 million of that campaign is going to go into the construction cost of rebuilding this. I mean, in this hotel, you've got 12 and 14-foot ceilings. Some of the bedrooms, the ceilings are longer than, taller than the room is long. If you take and squish down some of that space, you can get another floor out of this building, which could serve an entirely new purpose. It could expand the club's functionality and add to its business model for sustainable purposes long into the future.
As a graduate, when I got here, I was very concerned about the condition that the hotel was in. I found it in significant disrepair, both physically and financially. And again, as a West Point graduate, I felt that that was a disgrace to the academy, because when our guests come, most of them are distinguished Americans, and most of them are VIPs and or the parents of cadets. They need to have a feeling that the hotel is representative of West Point. So when I came here, I was appalled at the condition and felt that something needed to be done very quickly. And so we restructured our ownership and infused some capital into the hotel and embarked upon a journey to do some significant renovation to the hotel, both within the shared space and within the guest rooms. It's a matter of pride. It really comes down to pride. If you're proud of where you've come from and you're proud of what you've done, and as you know, the hotel in New York City really is a red carpet welcome mat back for veterans. Most veterans come through New York City, and therefore those veterans should be treated appropriately, and they should have accommodations that meet the standard of their expectations upon their return back to the country after defending their country at war. And so I think it's those sort of things that really hits at the core of what America is. Americans are very giving, they're very caring, and I think when presented with the collateral benefit of focusing on our soldiers to give them the appropriate accommodations when they return, I think you'll definitely get support.
We have to change the way we operate in nonprofit businesses. We have to revitalize our donor base is the major part here. Get the word out. I think the problem is a lot of donors are not even aware of where the club is coming from, or that the need for the club is really there. When you come in, you don't get the feel that it is in need of money until you stay here and you work with the club members and you find out what's going on. They're doing what they can for people. They're doing what they can for society. That's important, especially in the times that we live in today. Really, if this goes away, a piece of America goes away. A piece of our spirit goes away. You know, we veterans have to be recognized too. And this hotel needs to be recognized, not for what it does in serving just soldiers, sailors, Marines, and Airmen Club, but it needs to be recognized for what it gives back to the community and the nation as a whole. It's my belief.
It's been my privilege and honor to serve the men and women in our armed forces all these years. I cannot think of anything that I would have liked to have done more, because I feel that I owe them a great debt, as every American does, because we're all here because of what they do for us. What
we have to do as a society is work together. I think that's what we've lost. over some time. We're Americans, and we need to reclaim what it is to be an American. Why the Soldiers, Sailors, Marine, and Airmen Club? Because those are the young men and women that are fighting for our country, our freedoms, the ground that we stand on, everything that entitles us to be here and walk this country today. And the fact that it's in Midtown Manhattan is another great aspect to the attribute of this club. The team's goal here for Operation Vigilance is to make sure we maintain this hotel for the next 100 years. Not only just as value, what it offers back to the veteran community, but I'd like to talk about our American historic value. We're such a young country, and this hotel has been here in our country for almost 100 years serving its mission. We've got an opportunity to make sure that this hotel stays around for the next 100 years, but it needs its upgrade. We've got energy efficiencies that need to be addressed, or energy inefficiencies for that matter that need to be addressed, website or internet connections that could be addressed, conference rooms for that, open up the walls and the feeling of the hotel so its functionality can be changed for business functions as well as networking events and things of that nature. The problem that I ran into was the fact that I didn't even know about the club as a veteran and was curious to what its exact function was. And as I got through this tour and the process of doing the energy audit, I realized that the club had been here for a significant amount of time. I'd unfortunately never heard of it. It struck me as kind of odd, and I got to say that although she is outdated, she does need to be upgraded with for the 21st century veteran and warrior. The spirit is just unbelievable.
I'm not sure why it's the best kept secret. It really shouldn't be. It's not a secret to the military personnel who stay here. It only seems to be a secret to those wonderful donors whom we're looking to find that want to support a great piece of American history and their heritage, our American heritage. So it's a great place, and I wish if you have a chance to check the website, you'll see the facility, www.ssmaclub.org, and just have a look where we are, who we are, and what we offer. We try to provide that service in New York for them if they're coming back from overseas, if they are just coming in for recreation. We want to make their stay here the very best it can possibly be.